Hey guys! I know it's been a hot second since I've last posted a video on YouTube. I've been away for about a month. I was traveling with my family and then had a day at home and was traveling with my friends and then became like a camp counselor and I was working for a while as well. And so now that I'm back home, I really regret the fact that I didn't plan as well as I should have to have videos pre-filmed and then scheduled to go up while I was away. But now that I'm back home, I'm definitely trying to catch up in a lot of areas of my life like YouTube, and I'm also trying to get ahead in other areas of my life like my schoolwork. I leave for school in about 3 weeks at this point, actually, and I realized that the summer is sort of coming to an end and I really want to hit the ground running as soon as the fall semester starts. I finalized my classes that I'm taking next semester, one of them being Calculus 1, and that class is going to be pretty similar to the content that I covered in my AB calculus class that I took in high school. I unfortunately didn't score high enough on the AP exam to fully pass out of Calculus 1, just because calculus is like definitely not my strong suit at all. And I recognize that, so I want to make sure that I sort of review the concepts beforehand. And so I just wanted to show you guys my process and the progress I'm going to be making on that front for the rest of the summer. The first thing that I sort of try to get out is my old Princeton review book that I have from the actual class that I took in high school, the AB class. And then I am getting out my bullet journal and some sticky notes, and I'm just sort of going to town on planning out how I am going to review all of these concepts, because it's such a big thing to try to squish in all this review in just a few weeks. So I'm going by the table of contents in the book, because that book is already a review book. I'm just sort of going back over, I'm sort of lumping together different concepts or keeping things separate depending on how much I think I'll need. And I'm just sort of paring that down into the bare bones of like a list format into my bullet journal of everything that I want to go back through, which honestly is almost everything in this book. I just want to have it sort of separate in a checklist so I'm able to really visually see my progress as I finish like a concept each day, or every couple of days depending on my schedule. And if you guys have been following my channel for a really long time, you know that I really do like planning out what I'm doing before I do it, just because it gives me sort of a sense of like, okay, this is everything I can tackle and everything I need to tackle. So I need to make sure that I know what I'm facing before I start, if that makes sense. So I decided to do one a day for about 2 weeks, and that was going to be like kind of my schedule starting today. And now I'm going into actually starting that review. So I decide that I'm going to use the book that I already have. I just got it off of Amazon like junior year, I think. And I'm going in with a highlighter. I'm just rereading all of the conceptual basis of everything and highlighting different things that need to be highlighted, obviously. And just sort of refamiliarizing myself with the concepts and the special cases and all of that fun stuff. After I am done with reviewing the entire chapter, I am just going to do that practice problem set that's at the back of each of these chapters. I think there's about 20 problems in this one. And then I'm just going to start doing that in a notebook that I have lying around. And so I'm just going to do that, then check my answers. If they're wrong, I'll go back and correct it. And that's just going to be what I do for every single chapter for the next couple of weeks. And I'll try to update you guys on my Instagram story or on Snapchat, depending on how I'm doing with that. But I think like I'm very excited about the fact that I am going to be taking a class that I'm a little bit familiar with already, so I can get ahead. If you're taking a class in something that you aren't familiar with or you don't have materials that you can use the internet to your best advantage. Also, ask friends that are either older than you or have taken this class class that you are going to take before, and ask about like if they have any extra like worksheets or recommendations of books to look at or anything like that. Sometimes you can even ask a teacher or professor in advance as well. If you have that contact information, you can always go to them and ask for materials as well. And that just shows that you're super proactive, and that you really want to succeed in that class. So I hope this sort of helped you guys get motivated to get ahead for the remainder of the summer before classes start. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.